Hey guys, it's Stu from Stuart Scale Models, and I hope everybody had a good Christmas and New Year. I know I certainly did. I've been pretty busy, as you can see, from my entry into the M Group build, and yep, I'm pretty happy with the way it turned out. So this is my first update of 2017, as you can imagine. So yeah, this came about thankfully with the help of my good modelling buddy Mike Cohen. I basically used Woodland Scenics flex paste and snow, and down the bottom here a little bit of talcum powder, which he gave me a tip on. So thanks, buddy. I really ideally wanted to get the effect of a real sort of cold scene, and I think I've pulled that off. So I'm very pleased with the way it turned out. Basically, I laid down a level of flex paste on here, and then just whilst it was wet, sort of gently sprinkled the Woodland Scenic snow over it. Again, the same with the base at the bottom here. And then obviously I asked Mike's advice on how to do it, and he gave me a tip whereby usually when you get a snowdrift it sort of fades a little bit. So that's what I've done, and just basically gently stippled it in while the glue was still wet, and it's come out beautifully. So very pleased with that. The Sherman, well, I've got the detail paintwork done on that as well, as you can see here. So I'll just pull the camera down and pan in a little bit. Just trying to adjust the camera here. So here we go. Oops, that was a little bit too near. Let's pan back a bit. There we are. Yeah, I've virtually done all the detail paintwork on the stowage out the front, as you can see here, and obviously the duckboard there, tracks, storage here, spare wheels, tools around the side, as you can see, and then the back of the stowage, which is done by Value Gear, which is excellent. And the actual wiring I put over there for the actual cables to keep the stowage down, I gently and very delicately did with some Tamiya black, and obviously with the wire just silver. So that's come up beautifully. Next stage on this is to basically ship it, put a dark dirt wash on it, and then I'm going to do a bit of rust effects and a dot filter possibly, and get it matte coated, and she's good to go. And then obviously I've got to do some weathering on the tracks as well. I'm possibly going to muddy up the bottom as well, because obviously it's coming in from the Ardennes and muddy roads, etc. So give it that look of authenticity, and my track's about to fall off. Oh, brilliant timing. Sorry about that, guys. I'll just put him back up there, and obviously with the other project, or the other thing that I was doing on this was the Kugelwagen. That's almost done as well as regards to painting. That is very much done. Actually, if I pull it round the other way, you'll probably see it a bit better. There we go. Actually, I'll pull it about here, pan in a little bit, not too much. There you go. And yeah, pretty happy with the camo, the way it went down. Did have to touch it up a little bit, but I've done all the detail painting on the interior, as you can see here, including the dashboard. But I'm going to use a dark dirt wash to bring out the dial detail on it. I've even painted the mirrors, they're done, and the exhausts underneath and the engine, so that is all done. And I've also done the interior seat at the back here, as you can see, and the driver and co-passenger's seat, which you can see here, if I can get the damn thing to focus. There we are. And then obviously I'm just going to go over that with a dry brush to bring out the crease effects of the leather. So that's that. And I'm very happy with the way the wheels have turned out, the ones I got from DF Models, the resin ones. They've come out beautifully, they really have, as you can see there. They're still on the casting blocks, but I'm going to cut them off and then touch up the paint, and obviously start the weathering process on the Kugelwagen, not only on the outside but the interior as well, because it would have got dirty with their muddy boots, etc. So that's where we are at the moment. In case you're wondering where the windscreen is, yeah, I did knock that off, but I'm going to be able to get that back on. That's fully masked, if I pick that up. You'll be able to see here, that's all masked, etc. So no problems there. So that's as far as we've got with the M group build. In terms of the Leopard group build, I haven't got very far with that, I'm afraid, basically because I've been concentrating on the M group build. But what I have got to is a stage whereby I've actually got the lower hull built, in terms of getting the running gear and the suspension arms, which you can see here, the idler wheels on, the sprocket, tow hooks on the front, and obviously the back plate is done. Oh, hang on, sorry, I'm getting out of shot. Tow ropes at the front are done, sprockets are on, spare wheels, running wheels are there, suspension arms are done, and the back plate is done. I'm probably going to possibly do a bit more work on that tomorrow. If not, and then obviously it's going to be more sort of a weathering process for the M group build. But other than that, I've been working on another project which I built the other week. It was a snap kit. Yeah, again to do with Star Wars. And it's this beast. Should I put it back a bit and get the camera into shot? There we go. Yeah, this beauty. Or bad boy, I should say. I've got a little base for that, which I've got at Telford, so I'm going to use that, and obviously I'll position the legs a bit better. I will have to cut out some extra styrene underneath just to sort of cover the plates, as it were, because they do come hollow. But all told, a very easy build. And the other thing I like about this is you've got the sound effects as well. And it lights up in the driver's section. That's pretty cool. So much so I'm probably going to get the Stardust dryer. This is Revell's kit, by the way. And yeah, not very easy, simple build. And it's going to look better once I get it all weathered up. So that's as far as I got as regards builds. In terms of acquisitions, well, here's what I got in the post, because I've been trying to do some busts, etc. And this one I've actually got from Poland, in Krakow. And it's War Daddy. It's a bust of War Daddy. I'll show you some of the bits of the kit. Well, torso and the head. It does come on a sort of a stand. It is resin. I got it on eBay. And I think, yeah, I'm going to have that bugger. The casting on this is absolutely exquisite, as you can see here. This is the main torso, and that is supposed to be the barrel he's resting on, the Fury barrel. You've even got the Sergeant, you've even got the Commander stripes on the side here. It is exquisite, and I'll show you the head as well. The lightness on that is awesome. There he is. Yeah, there he is, Brad himself. If I can get it into shot. Sorry, trying to get it to focus, guys. There you go. Look at the lightness on that. Isn't that gorgeous? So that's going to look absolutely awesome when I get him painted up. There you go. Because I want to have a crack at doing some figure painting. Because John Paples has really got me inspired with some of the work he's done. So there you go. I got that in. I think around about just after Christmas. So I shall look forward to doing that at some stage. The next one I got in, well, I've got a few extras, is AK's Mud Effects, which I'm going to use on the Sherman, and possibly the Kugelwagen. And one of the figures that I've got, the Captured German in it, is the Splinter paint scheme for the uniform. I shall have a go at him with that. So that will come in handy. In terms of kits, well, yeah, I've got some more Bandai Star Wars again, guys. Yeah, I know. Going nuts on Star Wars. Well, this one I got is R2-D2 and R5-D4. Again, lovely level of detail in it. I'm sure it's going to fit together like a dream, so I should look forward to doing those two. And this is one I couldn't resist. Having seen some of the builds on YouTube with some of the modelers out there, is the Battle Droid and Stap. Now I know one of the guys actually did the old, oh god, what was the name of the company? Well, the original pink all had the license in it, and it looks superb. So I thought, as soon as I saw this come out, I had to get it. And obviously, because I've seen Rogue One, got K2SO, but when I get around to building him, I shall paint him and weather him up, especially with the book I've got on the film of Rogue One. So I'm looking forward to doing them later in the year, possibly. Another classic I've got in, which I've had before, is this, and I have done a previous in-box review, so if you want to go and have a look at it, check out, is the M4 early production M4A1. The thing I love about this kit is the weld detail on it. It's just absolutely gorgeous, and that's really what convinced me to get it back again. Next one on the agenda is 46 What If, and I've been after this baby for ages. It is the World of Tanks low, and yeah, it does look a bit of a simple kit. You can get some aftermarket, which I think Voyager do, and it is an immense tank, I have to say. So it's all the best, all the same, a very essential one in the Tiger stash. Another one's an aircraft from Italeri. It's the old Italeri 148th Typhoon Mark 1B with a bubble top. You can get an Edward aftermarket one. The thing that convinced me to do it, I saw a build of this with the Edward kit in the Scale Aviation Modeler magazine a few months back, and that's really what twisted my arm, and I thought, I've got to have a crack at one of these, and someday I'll get the Tempest. A few Hobby Boss kits I've got in is this first one. It's one I've been after for ages, and Paul recommended it. That's Paul Bretland. Is this beauty? It's the Messerschmitt ME262A1AU4. This is the one with the cannon on the front. Now, as far as I know, there was only ever one prototype actually that flew. It never went into production, unfortunately, because obviously the end of the war put that out of phase. But an interesting subject all the same. And not only that, but another one, the Night Fighter version, which is the ME262B1AU1. I've had a look at the detail on that. Oh, boys, you guys have really got to get this. And I know Northern Scale Modeler Ivan has built one. It's beautiful. The level of detail on that is gorgeous. Now, I tell you what, guys, I will do an in-box review of this at some stage. And following that one, well, if you've got an armour stash, you've got to have a Merkava, and I got this beauty. It's the RDF Merkava Mark 3D Lick. I will be doing an in-box review of this at some stage, possibly in the next couple of months. It is a beautiful looking kit, and having seen my brother's build of his Tamiya one, it really inspired me to get it. And another one, which is a World War I tank from Hobby Boss, is this beauty, which is the French Saint-Chamond heavy tank of World War I. I just love this colour scheme, and it's going to be interesting to actually mask and paint and all the weathering on it. That's one of the reasons I actually got this one in. And then I've got a couple of figures. First one's Mini Arts Tank Crew at Rest, which is possibly going to go with the Panzer III. That I've got an idea for a dior at the back of my mind, early war one. I just love the sculpt on these figures, and it's going to be such an essential scene as well. And the other set of figures I've got is this set here. It's World War II Bronco British Commonwealth AFE crew set. I know one of the guys recently used this on a build, and it looks super, and that's one of the reasons I actually got this set in. And one aircraft I've always been after, and I've got loads of 109s, but I love the Night Fighter version, is this one. It's the Edward Bf-110F Nakjager. Unusually, it's in the Yugoslav scheme. It's the weekend edition, which doesn't come with the extras. But I snapped it up for about 17 quid on eBay, guys, and I just couldn't resist. So I've got a 110 in my stash now. I did have some previously, but I had to sell them on. But this one I've now got. So there you go, and I can't wait to get my hands on it, but I'm going to get some aftermarket decals and do it in our Luftwaffe version. And finally, this is one I got from Nikki at Veterans Kits, and it's one that's getting rarer and rarer, is this one. She did me a damn good deal on it, and I'm glad I got it. So thank you, Nikki, I really appreciate that. It comes along with a set of US Marines from Iwo Jima in 1941, and that would make a very good basis for a diorama. I will possibly be doing an inbox review on this one. It's not a bad looking kit, it does look quite an easy assembly, and I think it's going to look good. Actually, it really is going to look good. It's an unusual subject, so there you go. So that's it for this month, guys. I have to say, all you guys out there, I'm watching all your videos avidly. There's some brilliant builds out there, so keep up the good work, and I think 2017 is going to be an awesome year in regards to the modelling community. So there you go. Anyway, I've been rambling on now for nearly 16 minutes. I've tried 2 or 3 previous attempts, but for some reason this damn camera keeps cutting out. I'm actually due for an upgrade, so I think it's getting towards the end of its life, guys. So if you don't see a few videos in a while, that's the reason why. I'm having a few technical issues till I get this thing upgraded. But all told, I'm looking forward to the projects that I've got planned for this year. There's going to be a big upheaval at work, obviously, with changes. So, needless to say, if you don't see so many videos, that's the reason why, so don't get worried. But hopefully I shall do another update on the M Group build soon, and hopefully I shall get this completed, because I'm itching to get it finished now. And I'm really enjoying it. In fact, from the first sort of winter scene, I'm very pleased at the way it's come out, and judging from the reactions I've had on Facebook, I'm very overwhelmed and very humbled. So thank you guys for all your positive comments and feedback, and I want to say more essentially thank you for Mr. Mike Cohen, who's given me a hand on this. So thank you, buddy, I really appreciate it, and I think the builds that you're doing just at the moment are fantastic, so keep up the good work, buddy. Anyway, that's it for now, guys. So until the next time, which the next monthly update will be sometime in April, get kit crazy, happy modelling, and I'll speak to you soon. Take care.